Good evening. We invite you to watch the English news on the essential television channel of the province. According to latest forecast published this week by UOP Bank, Vietnam's second quarter GDP will grow by 6% on the basis that economic activities are on the right track. The report commented that positive FDI inflows show that investors continue to believe in the political environment and competitiveness of the Vietnamese economy. Specifically, foreign investment (FDI) flows in the beginning of the year have increased 7.8% over the same period to $8.3 billion in May, the fastest increase in a 5-month period since 2018. Many investment opportunities are opening up for foreign investors in Vietnam, especially in the fields of digital economy and technology. Last week, many international newspapers and organizations commented that Vietnam is a potential long-term investment destination. Vietnam leads Southeast Asia in attracting long-term investors. This is the opinion of a survey recently conducted by Payne and Company. News website News.cn quoted this survey and said that investors believe that investment activities in Vietnam will increase by 83% in the period 2025-2030. HSBC believes that Vietnam will become the fastest-growing digital economy in ASEAN in 2023 and has the potential to become the second-largest digital economy by 2030. According to the General Department of Preventive Medicine, dengue fever is widespread in many provinces and cities in Vietnam, with annual cases exceeding 1,000, resulting numerous fatalities. Since the beginning of 2024, the country has recorded over 22,000 cases, including 3 deaths. The erratic, hot, and humid weather in recent days has created favorable conditions for dengue fever to spread. Although it's not yet a peak season for dengue fever, several provinces and cities have already reported that hotspots for this disease. Doctors have noted that the increase in cases at this time is somewhat unusual, attributed to changing weather patterns and heavy rainfall. Many patients have been hospitalized with warning symptoms. The health sector predicts that dengue fever situation this year will continue to be complicated, posing significant challenges for prevention and control efforts. Therefore, local authorities and citizens need to proactively participate in dengue fever prevention efforts, especially by eliminating mosquito larvae, avoiding stagnant water, regularly changing water containers, and preventing mosquitoes from laying eggs. Recently, the Red Cross Association of Nhân Trạch District honored a ceremony to honor 10 households and 215 individuals participating in the humanitarian blood donation movement. These exemplary figures were selected by local authorities and units, representing thousands of outstanding individuals in the district who have made significant achievements in voluntary blood donation and encouraging others to participate in blood donation. Currently, the voluntary blood donation movement in Nhân Trạch District has become a beautiful feature of humanity and the spirit of compassion. The movement attracted a large number of officers, soldiers of armed forces, young people and students, a team of doctors, officers, civil servants, public employees, workers, and employees working at businesses in the area. In particular, more and more families, residential areas, religious dignitaries, party committee leaders, government at all levels, businesses, agencies, units, and others are actively participating. In 2023 alone, Nhân Trạch District is the leading unit of the province in the voluntary blood donation movement, collecting 2,478 units of blood, achieving 120% of the target set by higher authorities. Since the beginning of this year, the district has received 1,660 out of 2,800 units of blood, reaching 56.46% of the annual plan. On June 16th, Palestinian Hamas movement reaffirmed its desire to reach a ceasefire agreement and hostage exchange with Israel. based on a proposal announced by U.S. President Joe Biden and supported by United Nations Security Council resolution. In a televised statement marking the beginning of Eid al-Adha, Hamas political leader Ismail Haniyeh emphasized that their response aligns with principles outlined in President Biden's ceasefire proposal from late May. Accordingly, Hamas and other Palestinian armed groups are ready to move towards a comprehensive agreement that includes a ceasefire, the withdrawal of occupying forces, and reconstruction of the Gaza Strip. Haniyeh also reiterated the group's support for the role of international mediators in efforts to advance the ceasefire agreement regarding the recent decision to temporarily hold tactical operations in the southern Gaza Strip, announced by Israeli military. Several ministers from extremist faction of the Israeli government have sharply criticized this move, specifically National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir and Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich. Both state that the decision to pause operation to allow humanitarian aid into Gaza is unacceptable. Finance Minister Smotrich announced this step would enable Hamas to continue its civil control over the Gaza Strip, contrary to the objectives Israel pursues in the conflict. Thousands of Muslim worshippers in Jerusalem and West Bank attended the Eid al-Adha prayers on June 16th, despite strict bans and restrictions imposed by Israel. Officials in Jerusalem report approximately 40,000 worshippers prayed at Al-Wasa Mosque. On their way to the mosque, worshippers were attacked by Israeli forces. Israeli forces also attacked the mosque courtyard to check the identities of worshippers, forcing many to pray outside the mosque. Around 8,000 to 10,000 people also prayed at the Ibrahimi Mosque in the city of Hebron, in the southern West Bank. Despite restrictions imposed by Israeli military, worshippers had to pass through checkpoints and then electronic gates to enter the mosque. Local officials stated that occupation measures were implemented to prevent Palestinians from accessing sacred sites. Eid al-Adha is one of the most important holidays for Muslims, commemorating and honoring the Prophet Abraham. You just watched English news on the Essential Television channel of the Night Province. Goodbye and see you again.